Hey there, dreamers. Today, I'm going to tell you about a man named Jonathan, a man who couldn't read but dreamed bigger than anyone I've ever met. Jonathan grew up in a small town. Reading was a struggle for him from the get-go. Letters danced around the page, making no sense at all. While other kids lost themselves in stories, Jonathan felt lost. He felt like he was always a step behind. But Jonathan had a fire inside him. He had dreams that lit up his nights and filled his days with purpose. He dreamed of telling stories, of sharing his thoughts with the world. So, despite his challenges, he never gave up. In school, he was the kid who sat at the back quiet, but always listening. He soaked up knowledge through conversations and experiences. He couldn't read the words, but he could feel their power. After school, Jonathan worked at a local garage, fixing cars and learning about life from the customers who walked in. He asked questions, listened to their stories and shared his own dreams. One day, a regular customer noticed his passion and gave him an old typewriter. For when you're ready to tell your own story, they said Jonathan stared at that typewriter for days, weeks. It was a symbol of everything he wanted but couldn't grasp. But one day he decided he was ready. He started typing. It was slow, painstaking work. He made mistakes, but he learned from each one, his fingers dancing over the keys like he was playing a piano. He wrote about his life, his dreams, his struggles, and slowly people started to listen. They were drawn to his authentic voice, his raw emotion. He couldn't read his own stories, but others read them and found hope, inspiration. They saw a man who didn't let his limitations define him. Jonathan taught us that dreaming big isn't about having all the tools, it's about having the heart, the courage to take that first step, no matter how shaky. So dreamers, remember Jonathan. His journey wasn't easy, but it was his. He lived his dream, and so can you. Keep dreaming, keep believing, because your story is waiting to be written, one letter at a time. Thanks for listening.